Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to be doing today, what we're going to be talking about today is surface area. The surface area is the area of all of the faces of a three-dimensional shape. And what we're going to be dealing with is, specifically today, is prisms. One thing I like to think about when I think surface area is wrapping paper. How much paper do I need to cover if I was gifting this nice Velveeta shells and cheese to somebody? How much wrapping paper would I need to cover this box completely without using any extra? That would be surface area. So one thing that helps us with surface area is to create this thing called a net. Now, a net is a two-dimensional, meaning flat, representation of a three-dimensional object. So the reason why I asked you to grab some cardboard is what we're going to do is we're going to take this cardboard and we're going to cut it and we're going to flatten it out into a flat surface so that we can see each individual polygon that makes up this prism. So what you're going to need today is a couple boxes, a ruler, I have this cool one, or a regular ruler, some tape, pair of scissors, and I have a Sharpie to write on the cardboard. If you didn't have any cardboard, the next video is using the paper copies I have to make your three-dimensional shapes as well, so hang on. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our boxes and see how these two tabs make up the top? Well, we're going to cut one of these tabs off and tape it to the other to give us that rectangle. So I cut that off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it to this side, which would give me my top. I have some green tape. If you have clear tape, works well too. And the reason why we're doing this is because really making these nets really helps you visualize what all the sides that make up a prism are. So if you look, I've got my top now. My top's right here. Perfect. Now, we don't need these tabs. The boxes have them, but they're not necessary, so we're going to cut them off. And we can recycle those. Alright, so I got my top, and I got my box. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start cutting along our edges to kind of separate the box a little bit. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut along this edge. And this edge, which should then give me another flap in the front. So I got my front flap, and see how that lays nice and flat? That's what I mean by a two-dimensional representation. So we're going to cut this flap here, and be very careful when you're cutting the cardboard. And one last cut. And now you can kind of see I've got my two sides, which I'm going to label side. And these are exactly the same size, right? Then I've got this right here, which would be my front. And the opposite side of my front is right here, which would be my back. And then this is my bottom. So I've got my sides, my front, my back, the bottom. Oops. And then that would leave this part for my top. So, and it's kind of hard to see, but I'll put a line right here. That breaks up my sides. So this is my net of a rectangular prism. And if we wanted to, we can take our ruler. You have a ruler? We could take a ruler, we actually can measure the side lengths, and I would like you to do that and write them down on the box. So we're going to estimate, so this is 6 inches. That's 9 inches. And if yours ends up with something as a decimal, let's just round them to whole numbers for the time being. So I've got 6 by 9, I could find the area of that side. This side's exactly the same size, so this is going to be 6 inches by 9 inches. Look at that. So if this side of my rectangle is 9, this is also 9. So I know this side of my bottom is 9 and 9 inches. Now if we think this folds up here, look at that, 6. That holds there. So this is going to be 6 inches. And if you weren't sure, you can always just take your tape measure out, measure it. Yep, 6 inches. Let's measure across here. Let's say that's 13. Inches. Got my top here, that's 13 inches as well. And then for our top, we can measure this part. That's, say, about 9 as well. I gotta measure the back up, did measure my front here. Measure that, that's about 6. So I believe I have all my numbers that I can actually find the area of each of these rectangles, and then I can add each rectangle up, and that would give me the area of the entire surface of my box. All right? So let's look at that quickly. So this is 9 times 6, which is 54 inches squared. So this, my other side is the same size. So that's 54 inches squared. My front is 6 times 13, which would be 78 inches squared. So if the front's 78 inches squared, the back is 78 inches squared. And my top and my bottom, 9 by 13 inches. So that would be 90, 27, 117. 17 inches squared. Can't see that on the top. 117 inches squared on the bottom. So now I take all of those numbers that I just got and I add them up, and that gives me my surface area of my rectangular prism.